good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday. It's ATW, all things wrestling. I'm your host, Tony Twist, and I got a cool show for you today. I got a couple guys coming on, a couple pro wrestlers out of the Southwest, like myself here. They'll be coming on here in just a minute, but man, Monday Night Raw, if you caught it, crazy ass show. This past weekend, you had AEW had their Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Drop your comments. Would love to know what you thought about the pay-per-view, if you liked it, if you hated it. That Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay main event, pretty fucking awesome. Monday Night Raw, another killer show. WWE's just kind of hitting on all cylinders right now. So would love to hear what you guys are thinking. We're broadcasting live. We are on our YouTube channel. We're on X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it. Also broadcasting live on Facebook for you old people like myself. But hey, yep, got a couple guys coming on the show. First, my first guest I want to bring on, he is out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He recently called out another guy who's been on the show a couple times, Kevin Koa, here out of the Southwest as well. But let's bring him on, man. I got two scoops. Tommy Tess, welcome to the show, ATW, man. How you doing?
Good. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is actually my favorite day of the week.
Why is that?
Because it's number 2, baby.
I like that.
I just thought of that whenever you said it earlier. It's not really my favorite day of the week. But
I thought you were saying because it's Taco Tuesday.
Oh, I'm eating my ground turkey and avocado. That's close enough.
Oh, there you go. Ground turkey and avocado. That's a hell of a mix, man. I don't know, man. I'm Mexican. I don't know if I could put avocado on ground turkey though.
The secret is a little bit of the Tabasco sriracha sauce. 0 calories, 0 sugar. It's a little 1% carbs. But this is the secret. It makes everything taste like a taco.
Nice. Well, I mean, you can't really hate on that. But hey, man, welcome to the show. First time having you on. You caught my eye. I saw an interview with a I think is another podcast. It might have been something in person. A guy was interviewing on the show, and you caught my eye because you called out a guy that I've met and watched in person a couple times here in AZ, and real good guy, Kevin Koa. But tell me all about that, man. What's going on? You called him out.
That's the first time I ever
give my audience a backstory on it.
That's the first time I ever heard anyone say the words "real good guy" and Kevin Koa in the same sentence.
Damn. All right. We're throwing the gauntlet down.
No, really, because I've never actually met anyone that thought anything positive of him. He's the type of guy that, he always has his 2 little minions, Stanley Logan and Jerry Kirby Jr. But they always cheat to win. They steal everything they can. He says he takes everything, but he kind of steals everything. And don't get me wrong, he's very talented. He's the first ever Slam U champion. He's beaten, MLW superstars, New Japan superstars. He's trained with New Japan guys. He's gone to their dojo. He's personal friends with Clark Connor, stuff like that. And, he has all these accolades where he doesn't have to resort to the tactics that he does. But instead, he attacks people from the back. He utilizes, weapons to advantage. And I have a personal vendetta against him. So it all started actually from my very first ever match, my debut match in Phoenix, Arizona. It was a battle royal, guys like Devin Reno, Ken Bogard, the Suavecitos, my first ever match. It was everything I wanted. I started training out of the Arizona Pro Wrestling Training Center in Mesa, actually, the same school that produced Kevin Koa. So guys like Alex Hammerstone, Gabriel Gallo, Don Vitale, those are the guys that have shaped and molded us there,
right?
In the most brutal way possible. But I left New Mexico, dropped everything just to start training out there. I worked from June 2019 all the way up until COVID shut everything down in 2020. Went back home, came back through adversity. After the hiatus of the wrestling just coming to a stop around the world, finally for that debut match, and I'm on top. I have 2-3 eliminations. I'm red hot. I come off the top with my signature double axe, drop Devin Reno. I'm fired up, and I think I'm about to win this match in front of my friends, my family, my soon-to-be wife, all my coworkers. Everyone from the gym. I have like close to 100 people there, cheering, supporting me. And I turn around and I just see a size 13 in my face. Boom, that's the last thing I remember. It wasn't until I saw the videos that I realized what had happened. But Kevin Koa, who was not even in the match, jumped the barricade and knocked me out cold. So since that day, that's something that I can't forgive. I can't forget. I was robbed of something that meant something that was so dear to my heart, and it was taken before my eyes. And I haven't had the one-on-one moment with him yet, and I've seen him do all these great things. And I think
tell me, Tommy, why is it taking 5 years for you guys to link up?
And the thing is, I've called him out several times, and finally I've had the platform where I finally earned the right to do so. So at Phase 1 Pro Wrestling, we ran one show in Arizona, ran a couple in New Mexico. Rather new promotion, but by far one of the best locker rooms, fun environments. We sell out every time in Rio Rancho, the suburb of Albuquerque. And basically, I'm undefeated over there. I'm 5-0. I've been in all of their main events except for the first ever opening match, their inaugural show, which I won there too. But in this match, it was a very special match. It was a gauntlet match with talent including Jaden Monroe, from Arizona Professional, the Pro Center. Phoenix, the head trainer from the Lubbock Professional Wrestling Academy. Gino Rivera. And then Baker Jeffcoat. So there was a lot of talented guys who were hungry individuals, and I actually ended up winning that match. I was fortunate enough to come back from a deficit. Started off with a low blow for the hands of Phoenix, and the winner of that match actually got to pick their opponent and the stipulation for the very next show, the next main event, which is going to be on August 24th. So I had this golden ticket. In professional wrestling, this is a dream come true. They said I could call out anybody I wanted. They gave me a list of 12, 13 guys. Who do you want? Let's make it happen. And a guy's name that wasn't on the list was Kevin Koa. So I didn't answer it for the first 10 days.
Right.
I had all the Phase 1 Pro guys, who are you going to call out? What are we going to do? We got to start advertising. Let's make an announcement. And I couldn't make up my mind because the guy I wanted wasn't on that list. So I did what I had to do. I contacted Jerry Kirby Sr., who then contacted Jerry Kirby Jr., who then whispered to the ear of Kevin Koa. And through that communication, I've actually not spoken to Kevin Koa. I have not had any face-to-face. I moved from Arizona. He still lives there. Right. He wrestles out of Vegas a lot. I wrestle out of Colorado a lot. So we just haven't crossed paths, and I think that's for the best interest of everyone. But this is my shot, and I begged, I pleaded, I said, hey, get me this one guy. And apparently I just found out via social media yesterday that he agreed to it. So here we are.
So Kevin agreed to the match. So you're finally going to get what it sounds like been coming for 5 years, right? Face to face.
That's it.
So Kevin hasn't answered you directly. You just heard it through the grapevine, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I was able to get you guys both to come on the show. So hey, man, you're not going to have to wait long. I think you're going to get your answer directly in person. Everybody, ATW All Things Wrestling Podcast. Let's welcome Kevin Koa to the show. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Just living the dream, People calling me out left and right, but
you're a wanted man, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm more wanted than Nick Nemeth, I guess.
Damn. Apparently. Well, we got you on the show here, man. Thanks for coming on. You've been on with us a couple times, so Kevin, I appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy. Thanks for coming on. So, how would you like to answer Tommy's challenge in person, man? I know it's everybody talks through social media, but here we go.
I mean, I was surprised at first that he would want to call out the Killer Instinct. I mean, he moved to New Mexico for a reason, and he's doing great things out there, He chose his path. I'm choosing mine. And to harbor that kind of anger for that long, it's like, why? Why, Tommy? Like, we've had chances up in Phoenix Championship Wrestling. You could have done it then, but all you had to do was ask.
That's the thing is over there, the odds are stacked up against me. Over there, you have the boss's son in your back pocket. Over there, you have groups of minions. Over there, you're actually going for, you've taken out Don Vitale, but that's someone I have in my corner. You're taking out my strongest ally. Over there, I'm at the disadvantage, so I figured I'd bring you to my home turf, eliminate all the outside. We could settle this in a fair circumstance, but we still have to fix the stipulation. We still haven't decided that yet. We could do anything you want to do.
Are we going to have that on this show? Kevin, are you going to tell us, or are you going to keep everybody in suspense? Are you officially accepting the match?
I'm officially accepting the match, but all of you are going to have to wait to see what kind of match I'm going to destroy Tommy Test in.
Well, Tommy, you got your answer, man. Here it is. I mean, what do you want to say? You've been waiting 5 years
Yeah.
to go toe to toe.
And it just hit me right now. I got the chills. I got the goosebumps feeling because for me, this is the whole saying: to be the best, you got to beat the best. Well, I've wrestled tons of good competitors, and I've actually been fortunate enough to win. I'm undefeated at PCW Ultra. I'm 3-4-0 over there, and Long Beach, California. I'm fortunate enough to have beaten really good guys. I technically am beat Gabriel Gallo before. That's not a thing that a lot of guys could say. That's something that Kevin Koa could say. So, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And this guy has done everything. Kevin Koa is the first ever Slam U champion. I was there. He's the guy he's beat Hammerstone. He's beat Don Vitale. He's beat Gabriel Gallo. He's beat Tito Escondido. Who else hasn't he beat? He hasn't beat Tommy Two Scoops. You know what I'm saying? To be the best, you got to beat the best. He's the standard. He was the golden child. And you know what he did? He stabbed everyone in the back. Everyone knew he was Dom's favorite. And you know what he does? He freaking pile drove Dom through a table. Vice versa. At this point, I think there's a lesson to be taught for and learned for Kevin Koa. He wants to take everything. Come take it in my hometown.
So is that where this is officially taking place? It's in New Mexico?
That's right. And we have a date set. And now that he accepted, we just got to sign that contract. August 24th is going to be at the Elks Lodge in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, where we've actually sold out over 400 people every time there. So it's going to be a large audience to see it go down. We've gone to the point where we had to turn, 50, 60, 100 people away. And that's something we don't like to do in pro wrestling, but that's what this match is going to be. It's going to start off here, and if it doesn't end there, we could take it anywhere you want. We could run it in PCW AZ. You have Jerry Kirby Jr. in your back pocket. We could run it in Nevada. You know what I'm saying? You run FSW, you run at the Bullet Club out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something out there. And as a matter of fact, I have Sheik's phone number. If we want to run an Ultra, we could do it out there as well.
Tommy, it doesn't matter where we run it. Vegas, California, Nevada, Colorado if you want. The thing is, I don't need Jerry Kirby. I don't need Stanley Logan. I've started this thing on my own. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time when I put my foot in your face. There was a reason why I interrupted that match. And it was because of Don Vitale and Gabriel Gallo's fault. And I took care of that situation. We could have locked up a long time ago if we wanted to settle this. And we've locked up before in other battle royals in tag team action. But this is going to be our first
I believe
one-on-one.
I'm 2-0 against you in tag team action. But every time you had Jerry Kirby in your corner bailing you out, so I never got to get my hands on you. And that's the whole situation where I'm getting at is I've never seen you win clean. I've seen you win almost every time I've ever watched you wrestle. I don't think I've ever seen you lose. But every single time, you've won by the hands of Jerry Kirby, pulling a leg, Stanley Logan with the cheap shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how we can do this fairly.
If you want to do this in your hometown state, I'm all for it. I just don't want to leave you, your family, your friends, your fans heartbroken that you built this foundation of fans, this foundation of family, just to throw it all away to face me. Because remember, I am the killer instinct. I take everything.
That's the risk. That's the risk I'm willing to take, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always the big bully at the top of the hill, and you've knocked everyone down. You've jackknife powerbombed everyone down. What you gonna do when I'm crawling up, man? Time will tell.
Well, we can continue talking about what we're going to do to each other and whatnot, but you still don't know the stipulation for our match. And
I get a pick, man.
and only I will release that information in due time.
Whenever you're ready, just let me know. We'll fax the paper over. You can sign it over, and we're good to go. I know that there's hungry fans out here they're dying to know. I already got the news I wanted to know. I don't care what stipulation it is. It could be a steel cage. We could do a ladders match. We could do a tables match. We could do an ODQ. Whatever you want to do. I mean, I've done a couple of street fights. I know you've done a couple no holds barred matches.
Yep.
If we need to go to that length, we could do that. We could run a submission match, and I've seen you tap guys out, but I'm not afraid because I do train with MMA guys. I've learned a thing or two. It's honestly whatever you want to do, we can run it.
You send over the paperwork, I'll sign it, and until then, you will find out what kind of match we'll be having on August 24th.
That works with me, man. That works with me.
Shame.
And you don't have to stop there. There's something I got right here. You and Logan. Yeah. You guys think I can take? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I have a big title match coming up in September. Coming up at check that. July 13th is the big next one at PCW. Michael and I, we've been champions for over a year. We've taken everyone out without having to resort to cheating, without having to have managers still above us. This last time we beat the working men, they've been notoriously known for winning all over the West Coast, and we came out victorious. We're going to prove it again, 2 times in a row, 2 scoops in a row. It doesn't matter who they throw in front of us, because if it's you and Logan, take it on. Bring it on, because these, you know what I'm saying? You guys know a thing about stealing ballots. Try stealing these ones.
All right.
We've never stolen anything.
Sorry about that, guys. My stupid internet took a shit right when the interview was getting good. Tommy was all hyped up, ready to tell us what happened. I think you guys kept going. So, hey, thanks for keeping the interview going. Sorry about that. You gotta fucking love technology. So, I don't know what you guys been chatting about, so I apologize for interrupting. But I think we were talking about the show is going to be August 24th. Tell us again where it's going to be at, and then if they can get tickets, where they can go to online, social media.
Absolutely. So this next match is going to be August 24th at the Rio Rancho Elks Lodge. It's dead central in the middle of the city. Rio Rancho is the suburb to Albuquerque. So in comparison, if we're in Phoenix, it is our Gilbert. It's going to be one of the red hot places over there. We've sold out the past 3 shows. To get tickets, you could go to the Phase 1 Pro Wrestling. I think it's P1P Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. They have a ticket link. I believe it is either Hold My Ticket or Ticketmaster. Front and first 2 rows typically sell out really fast. I am not too sure if there's any left. You do want to get on those while you can. Those do go by really fast. I don't know 100% if there's any available still, but that would be your best bet to get a ticket. Or feel free to message me. I can send you the link over.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I know you're pumped and you're hyped for this match. Kevin, you just seem like it's just going to be another, hey, Friday night, Saturday night on the job, right?
It's just another name I can add to the list of people I've destroyed.
So what kind of match are you thinking, man? What's in your head? What kind of match you're going to do? Is it really going to be a surprise, or you guys got something in mind that what kind of match you want to do?
Everything that's going through my head right now is just an automatic win. So it all depends on how generous I am and how I want to meticulously destroy Tommy 2 scoops test.
Ball's in your court, man. And I have all the patience in the world. I've waited 5 years to get my hands on you, so I could wait another 30 days until you make your pick on what you want to do. I've talked to the Phase 1 guys, and they're prepared for anything. They have over 24 steel chairs, brand new in the plastic still, if we want to use those. We have 2 brand new ladders, never been used in the state of New Mexico, ready to go. If we want to be the first ever Phase 1 ladder match. I, at my parents' house, have 3 brand new tables. You know what I'm saying? They're good to go. If you want to go that route, I'm pretty sure I know a guy out here that could bring us a steel cage. It's up to you.
Steel cage. That might be something, man. I just seen Kevin in action here not too long ago, Prescott Pro Wrestling. Really took it to a guy, man. So, I know you're hyped for this match. Kevin seems pretty chill, pretty relaxed. He's gonna go in there and handle business.
And I've seen everything he's done at Prescott Pro. I mean, he's beat JTG, and he has another match against another WWE guy coming up. And that's the thing, is I know fully what Kevin Coe is capable of. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? See, this nose is broken 3 times. I felt it dead center. My lip was busted fat the one time I wrestled him in a tag team match. I know fully what he's capable of. I've seen the guy he's beat. But that's what I'm saying. If I get him in a stipulation where all the outside stuff is gone, I think I have a fair shot. Because I've also beaten really good wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? I've also pinned Doink the Clown. I've also, pinned Gabriel Gallo. I think one-on-one, we could do a situation where it's fair, it's even, and we could give the best show possible because it is the main event. Kevin Coe is used to the main event. I think I've really ever seen him in the main event. And it's something that's new to me, but this is my hometown. You know what I'm saying? I think this is where it's going to be fair.
It's going to be on your home turf. Now, before I got disconnected, you weren't wearing the belt. Tell me about this belt you got over the shoulder here.
I gave the open invitation to Kevin Coe. Myself, MBW, and I, we're the longest reigning PCW AZ Tag Team Champions right now. It's been over a year since we won these. And Kevin Coe has a tag team partner. Him and Stan Logan, they've known to be taking the shortcuts. They've known to be attacking people from the back. I gave him the open invitation. He wants to take everything. That's what he's a killer instinct. He's Kevin Coe. He takes everything. I'm daring him to try to take these because we'll be in the same building July 13th. I'm already set for a different championship match, and I know he's already set for the big battle royal for another championship opportunity. So we're both set up to win these big championship matches. But here's my official invitation, whether or not I'll be this show or it could be the next. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to put my title on the line if it means I get my hands on Kevin Coe.
So, Kevin, what was your response to that, man?
My plans far exceed any challenge that Tommy Test is offering, but I will reserve the right to challenge for that tag team title when I've accomplished what I need.
So that's on July 13th. That's going to be here in AZ, right?
That's correct. Eagles Community Center. You get tickets at the Phoenix Championship Wrestling Facebook, Instagram. There's a Hold My Ticket link there.
Yeah, that's going to be a big show, right? Can you guys talk about that show a little bit? Kevin?
Yeah, so we'll have like legends out there like Val Venus and ECW legend, TNA legend, Jerry Lynn. We'll also have, I believe, Missy Hyatt out there. Everybody will be out there. Big battle royal. There's going to be Tommy Test's freaking tag team title match, whatever. There will be other important matches, but the big main event will be the battle royal to determine the number 1 contender for the PCW AZ heavyweight title.
Yeah, big stipulations. I know that Alex Hammerstone was announced for that battle royal as well, who's an Impact Wrestling TNA Wrestling star now. It's not going to be an easy task to win that match by any means. There's going to be teams formed. There's going to be megastars. There's going to be hungry individuals in there, and I think that there's 2 things. And on a normal night, you go out there, you give it all in your one match. For me, it's an opportunity to I have to defend my titles and survive that against the MK Army, which we all know it's not just a 2-on-2 title match. It's going to be 4 or 5 against 2. And then I have to, for the main event, I got to go out there for the Battle Royal, and that's the most prestigious prize in all of Arizona, the Phoenix Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Belt. And, we all know the champion class. He's never lost in the state of Arizona. So even if you win that match, you then have to beat him, and no one's ever done it. So it's you got to climb the mountain, and I think what I want to do is establish myself as a mainstay in Phoenix Championship Wrestling. I want to establish myself as one of the best wrestlers to ever come out of the Arizona Pro Wrestling Training Center. In order to do so, I'm going to have to win these big matches. I've done it before. I have to beat the Kevin Koas. I've barely beat Flyboy Freddy a couple of times, but I've done it. He's the most explosive guy on the roster. I have to win these big matches if I want to be that guy. And, Kevin said, unfortunately, I was at the wrong place at the right time. I feel like Kevin's at the wrong place to want my come up. So we'll meet again.
Well, I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. I think I'm going to go out to New Mexico and catch this match. I'm excited to see what kind of stipulation you guys are going to throw out or what Kevin's going to throw out. I think you're kind of leaving it up to Kevin, right?
Oh, absolutely. He already answered my question. As long as he's here in the building and he signs that contract over, I don't care what it is. And I've seen him. I've actually seen Kevin, knock people over the head with chairs. And I've seen him, all over the streets, tables. And I've seen him throw people through tables. And I've seen him junk people in 2, 3-on-1. But it's a risk I'm willing to take if it means getting to where I want to be.
Well, it sounds like Tommy says we got tables ready, we got chairs ready, we got a steel cage on standby. I mean, it sounds like Tommy wants a hardcore match, Kevin.
Yeah, just be careful what you wish for, man. Well, I got everything everything is in the palm of my hands.
Well, Tommy, I know you're pumped. I know you're excited, man. I think Kevin's ready for you, but you've had 5 years to prepare. Are we going to see Tommy coming out on top? Is that what we're predicting?
Yeah, I think I could guarantee that I've watched probably 95 of every single Kevin Koa match that he's ever had. Whether we're in the same locker room or YouTube or the FSW network, I've watched all of his work, and it's beyond impressive. And I've seen him, and I've never seen him lose much or by close deficit, but I've seen him absolutely destroy people, mangle people. I've seen him put people to sleep. I've seen him knock people out. I've seen him jackknife powerbomb people from top rope. And is it intimidating? Absolutely. But I've also knocked people out. I've also beaten people in 4 or 5 minutes. When I hit that discus lariat, no one's gotten up. When I hit my tag team finish, no one gets up. I also have that killer instinct, that knockout power. Maybe it's going to come down to who hits it first. I've taken a boot to the face from Kevin Qualls, knocked out for a good 45 seconds. But the question is, can he take one of these discus lariats and get up? If we have to resort to chairs, what I'm saying? I've seen him brutally destroy Don Vitale with a chair. I'm well aware of what he could do. But I think that, it's the risk I'm willing to take. And I think that at the end of the day, it's going to come down to who wants it more. And I think that in my home state, in front of my people, I think I want it a little bit more.
Well, unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to wait about 7 weeks before you get your hands on each other. So I wanted to get you guys on, have a little special show today so you guys talk some trash. I'm excited for the match. I'm going to come out and check it out. Kevin doesn't look as enthused, but I know he'll have his poker face. He's got his poker face on, so he's going to come out guns blazing.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy, you can hit me with anything you want, everything you got. At the end of the night, my hand will be raised. Everyone in your family, your friends, your fans will all learn what it is to recognize me.
Well, Tommy, sounds like he's gonna put a damper on your little parade in the hometown, man. So I can't wait to see you guys lock up. It's gonna be a hell of a match. So Tommy, Kevin, start with Tommy. Tell my audience where to find you, man. Any upcoming shows? I know you mentioned the July 13th show. Tell my audience where they can find you at, man. All your socials, any shows coming up.
Absolutely. So on YouTube, it's Tommy Test Wrestling. On Instagram, it's Tommy Tommy_2 scoops with the number 2. I should check that. It's Tommy 2 scoops _. I just changed it up. I've been focusing on growing that. I'm finally over, I believe, 2,200 followers. So I've been growing that gradually. So Tommy number 2 scoops _. You can find me there. Then on Facebook, it's Tommy Test Wrestling. You can see me this weekend in Denver for Rocky Mountain Pro. We have back-to-back nights. The first night's Beer Stout Lager this Friday night, and then we have TV tapings for Supercharged on Saturday. And that's a place where I've actually beat Marty the Moth Casals. You know, that's a place where I've actually beat these guys, 15-year vets, Johnny Bravo, and all these guys. So I think I'm making my name out there, to the point where D'Lo Brown has asked me for my information. The week after that is going to be at Phoenix Championship Wrestling, where I have 2 matches as well. Defend these guys, and then we're going to do a match, the Battle Royal. And then the weekend after that, I believe we're back here in Duke City Championship Wrestling on the 19th, July 19th, where I just had a brutal no DQ match, and I think we're going to follow up from there. And, you know, I think it's going to be another big match for me there. But, yeah, you can find me all over. I know I'm actually booked every single weekend in August, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Best way to keep up with that is through the social media.
Awesome. Well, that's fantastic, man. You sound you got a real busy month ahead of you. You got a lot of time to prepare for Mr. Kevin Koa. All right, Kevin, tell me where you're going to be at, man. I know obviously you're going to be at the July 13th event. Got anything coming up this weekend? What's your July looking like?
Yeah, so I'll be up in Future Stars of Wrestling in Las Vegas, Nevada this Saturday, July 6th. Obviously, I'll be there at Phoenix Championship Wrestling on July 13th. And then I'm going to probably take a hiatus to train for my match with Tommy, you know, because it's just going to be a walk in the park, considering the stipulation that I'm pretty more than likely going to choose. And everything will just culminate on August 24th in New Mexico.
I know I'm excited for it, man. Tommy, I'm going to have to reach out and see if I can get some tickets for me, man. Get some backstage interviews or something.
I know a guy, yeah. So we even have 2 different podcasting, Downtime in the Ring. They're awesome. They have their passes, and I can get you in the contact with the guys you need.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Tommy Tess, Kevin Koa, thank you so much for joining us today. We just had a little special show today. Wanted to bring you guys on, talk a little trash. I'm looking forward to the match. Any last words, fellas?
Can't wait.
Make sure you take your 2 scoops. Just make sure you take your 2 scoops, Tommy, because that'll be the last set you'll ever take.
Uh-oh.
I'm already ahead of you, baby.
I can't wait to see you guys lock up. I appreciate you guys coming on today. This is ATW All Things Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Twist. We have a show coming up this Friday with Sammy Kiss, who is the voice of Wildcat Sports out of Louisiana, and also worked with Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's organization. So tune in Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Pacific. Again, thanks for joining us today, fellas. I appreciate you guys coming on. Can't wait to see you guys lock up next month, end of August. This is ATW, All Things Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Twist, and we are out of here.